Philippine Motor Show. This is Autofocus. My name is Susie Gamboa. Here is a menu of some of our features on this edition of your electronic magazine exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A mid-size pickup from Mazda, the BT-50 Pangolin Edition 4x4 Automatic, and a luxury mid-size sedan from Mercedes-Benz, the E200 AMG. Plus, a feature-to-feature comparison of two compact SUVs, the Honda CR-V SX all-wheel drive with Honda Sensing and the Geely Azkara Luxury. On Autopedia, we'll talk about a vehicle's shock absorbers. And together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the launch of the JAC T8 pickup as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Mazda. The pickup wars have seen the rise of the Vanguards, special edition models, both aspirational and driver sales at the same time. This edition of Car Review takes a look at one of the latest Vanguards in the pickup wars, the Mazda BT-50 Pangolin.
Mazda Philippines has joined the ranks of automakers and distributors who have rolled out special edition pickups to compete with the likes of the Raptor, the Boondocks, and the Conquests. Late last year, Mazda unveiled the BT-50 Pangolin. Named after an endangered species of anteaters endemic to Palawan, the BT-50 Pangolin is a mid-sized double-cab pickup that is 5,365 millimeters long, 1,850 millimeters wide, and 1,821 millimeters at its highest point. It has a 3,220 millimeter long wheelbase, a 237 millimeter minimum ground clearance, and a weighting depth of 800 millimeters. The Pangolin's cargo box is 1,549 millimeters long, 1,560 millimeters wide, and 513 millimeters deep. The Pangolin exterior is mainly distinguished by the special 17-inch black finish Rhoda alloy wheels exclusive to the BT-50 Vanguard that are wrapped by 265 by 65 R17 tires, and special decals on its side depicting the endangered Palawan anteater. It also comes with halogen headlamps, front fog lamps, body color front grille, rain sensing wipers, body color side mirrors that comes with power fold and electric adjust function. Also standard in the Pangolin are matte black side steps, steel sports bar with LED brake light, aluminum roof rack, fender flares with black rivets, and the bed liner. Underneath the hood of the Pangolin is a 5-cylinder, 3.2-liter intercooled turbo diesel DOHC 20-valve engine that generates a maximum 200 PS at 3,000 revolutions per minute and 470 Newton-meters of torque at 1,750 to 2,500 RPM. The Pangolin comes with a 4x4 drivetrain and a 6-speed automatic transmission. The suspension system features front independent double wishbones and rear rigid leaf springs. The hydraulic brake system comes with vacuum servo assistance and front ventilated discs and rear drums. The cabin of the BT-50 Pangolin can comfortably accommodate 5 adults in an interior featuring black leather upholstery for the seats and trim. The steering wheel and shift knob also get the leather treatment. The steering wheel comes mounted with remote control switches for functions that include cruise control. Standard interior comfort and convenience features include remote keyless entry, dual zone automatic climate control, power windows, rear view mirror with auto dimming function. The infotainment system features a 7-inch JVC touchscreen display unit with Bluetooth, USB port, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, and 6 speakers. The Pangolin also comes with a host of passive and active safety systems that include 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, 2 3-point ELR, and 1 2-point ALR seatbelt for rear seat passengers. Also standard in the Pangolin are dual airbags, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, motion detector sensor, hill descent control, and immobilizer.
Can a Mazda BT-50 pickup with added features and a name-raising awareness about endangered animal attract buyers? The answer to that question should be eliminated. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota WeGo.
Live extra
with the new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Autofocus, and we now have the latest auto industry news.
If you chance upon a red MG ZS Alpha crossover SUV on the road these days, there could be a Miss Universe behind the wheel. Miss Universe Philippines 2020, Rabia Mateo, has been given the keys to her red MG ZS Alpha, a prize that came with winning the title. Miss Mateo has named her MG Abigail and vows to take it with her as she carries out her duties as Miss Universe Philippines. She says that as Miss Universe Philippines, she expects to travel almost every day and will do so from the comfortable and stylish ZS, adding that she's excited at the prospect of taking extraordinary trips with Abigail to see even more of the country's beautiful attractions. MG Philippines says it will ensure Miss Mateo's MG ownership experience will be as impeccable as her work with her advocacies and performance in representing our country. Like all MG owners, she will have access to all of MG Philippines' signature after-sales services, including speedy periodic vehicle maintenance, 24/7 emergency roadside support, responsive customer assistance services, and easy access to MG service consultants via online and offline channels. Honda Cars Philippines Incorporated has extended its Feel the Magic this holiday season promos, which offers substantial cash discounts and various other attractive deals and special offerings until the end of the month. These include cash discounts for the City, BRV, Civic, Mobilio, Odyssey, and Civic Type R, and all-in low down payment deals for the Brio, CRV, Jazz, and HRV. Other offerings include a 1-year free periodic service for new BRV owners, added benefits for Honda owners upgrading to new vehicles, cash discounts for Honda motorcycle owners buying Honda cars, free Petron fuel cards, free blow-punk air purifiers for buyers of 18YM or 19YM Civic RS Turbo CVT or Mobilio 1.5 RS Navi CVT, and chances to win a Honda Brio in a raffle. Until the end of January, Mercedes-Benz Philippines is offering as much as 600,000 peso discounts on the E200 AMG and 400,000 peso discounts off the V-Class. The E200 AMG comes with exclusive AMG sporty styling and powertrain and suspension tuned to provide performance driving. Best spoke side skirts and 19-inch 5 twin-spoke light alloy wheels add to the sporty character. Under the bonnet of the E200 AMG is a 2-liter inline-4 turbo engine mated to a 9G Tronic with direct select lever, as well as paddle shifters on the steering wheel. The interior also get the sporty AMG touch, bucket seats in black Artico man-made leather or Dinamica microfiber, D-shaped steering wheel in Napa leather. Mercedes-Benz says the 7-seater V-Class is the perfect vehicle for the family looking for great comfort and luxury. And it comes with Mercedes-Benz's signature assistance and secure technology provide much needed support to the driver in dire driving conditions and situations.
And those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Autofocus, the country's premier automobile TV and online magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head. SUVs and crossovers now come in various sizes, trim levels, powertrains, and seating capacity. In this edition of Head to Head, we pit the top-of-the-line 2020 CR-V SX Diesel 980 AWD against the top-of-the-line Geely Escada Luxury in a spec-to-spec comparo.
The top-of-line Honda CR-V SX Diesel 9 automatic all-wheel drive with Honda Sensing arrived with a refreshed fascia and 7 seats. It is now 4,623 millimeters long, 1,855 millimeters wide, and 1,668 millimeters tall, with a 2,662 millimeter long wheelbase and 208 millimeter ground clearance. Noticeable exterior features included an aggressive-looking bumper with LED fog lamps, new chrome bumper accents, and chrome grille wing, smoke-tinted rear taillights, and redesigned rear bumper. It also came with a panoramic sunroof, sequential front turn signals, 18-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights with auto leveling and high beam support system, power adjustable and power folding door mirrors with side turn signals, auto rain sensing front wipers, intermittent with washer and auto wipe rear wipers, tailgate spoiler, silver bumper skid garnish, shark fin antenna, and mudguards. The CR-V all-wheel drive variant comes with 235/60 R18 103H tires and a suspension featuring front McPherson struts and multi-link system in the rear. Geely's entry to the compact SUV segment, the all-new Escada, is 4,544 millimeters long, 1,831 millimeters wide, and 1,713 millimeters tall, with a 2,670 millimeter long wheelbase. The Escada exterior features a large expanding Cosmos grille, dynamic diamond LED headlamps with LED daylight running lights, stereoscopic rear spoiler, and 18-inch aluminum wheels wrapped by 225/60 R18 tires. It also comes with body color door handles with chrome accents, power fold side view mirrors with integrated puddle lamps and turn signals, and shark's fin antenna. The CR-V SX Diesel 9 automatic all-wheel drive is powered by a 1.6-liter DOHC IDTEC turbo diesel engine that generates 120 PS at 4,000 revolutions per minute and maximum torque of 300 Nm at 2,000 RPM. The engine is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission that drives all 4 wheels. An all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front and solid in the rear, controls all that power and torque. The Escada Luxury is motivated by a mild hybrid powertrain consisting of 1.5-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine and a 48-volt electric motor synergy or EMS system. Combined, the gasoline engine and the 48V EMS generate a maximum of 190 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. A 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission sends power and torque to all 4 wheels of the Escada Luxury. The transmission system features a drive mode selector, which allows easy shifting from Comfort, Eco, Off-Road, and Sport. The brake system features ventilated front and solid rear discs, while the suspension that uses front McPherson strut and coil system and multi-link system in the rear. Comfort and convenience in the Honda CR-V SX all-wheel drive start with a smart entry with push-start system. Inside the spacious cabin are leather upholstered seats for 7. The driver enjoying 8-way power adjust seat with lumbar support. front passenger with 4-way adjust seat. Other CNC features include, among others, a 3-spoke leather-upholstered steering wheel that tilts and telescopes and mounted with controls for multi-info display on the TFT instrument cluster, audio and hands-free phone, an intelligent dual-zone automatic air conditioning system with roof air conditioning vents with independent controls, wireless charger, USB ports in the center console, and a rear center console. The top-of-line CR-V also comes with a 7-inch touchscreen advanced display audio with navigation system that comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth, and plays through 8 speakers that include 4 tweeters. Geely packed the 5-seater Ascara Luxury with the comfort and convenience features that include much of what are found in high-end automobiles. These include Nappa leather for upholstery and trim with brushed aluminum for accents, driver's seat that power adjusts 6 ways, the front passenger seat that manually adjusts 4 ways, D-steering wheel which tilts and telescopes, and mounted with controls for cruise control and other functions. All standard in the Ascara are dual-zone air conditioning system with rear vents, cooled console storage, CN95 cabin filter, a 7-inch LCD instrument panel displaying car functions in full color, wireless chargers for mobile phones, and power tailgate. The infotainment system features a 12.3-inch high-definition panel for watching movies, playing music, and can be linked to mobile phone and is integrated with the Ascara's 4 HD wide-angle cameras at all 4 corners. The Honda CR-V comes with the latest iterations of auto passive and active safety features that include, among others, dual front SRS, side and side curtain airbags, the anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 7, ISOFIX, and child safety lock. The CR-V SX also comes with technology for safer driving from Agile Handling Assist, Vehicle Stability Assist, Hill Start Assist, Honda Lane Watch, multi-view reverse camera with dynamic guidelines, front and rear corner sensors, to a low tire pressure warning system. It also features walk-away auto lock and auto door unlock system, the security alarm, and immobilizer. The Ascara Luxury also comes with the latest in passive and active safety systems that include seatbelts for all 5 occupants, dual airbags, side and curtain airbags, traction control system, electronic stability control, hill start assist, and hill descent control, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, and auto brake hold.
Can't be said enough. Now may be the best time to buy a family or personal vehicle with a lot of great options with great features and at price points that meet many budgets. The CR-V and the Ascara are among good options for different needs and wants.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. In this special feature, we look back to the online launch of the JAC T8 pickup and discover how JAC Motor Philippines may have redefined the entry-level mid-size pickup segment.
JAC Motors Philippines launched a new vehicle that appears to have redefined the entry-level pickup market segment. It's called the JAC T8. During the launch, JAC Motors made clear its intention to redefine the entry-level pickup segment, loading the T8 with features that are mostly found in top-of-line variants, while pricing it below $1 million. JAC Motors sees the T8 as an affordable workhorse with the trappings and accoutrements of pricier pickups.
Typically, pickups are considered workhorses. When looking for their next pickup truck, as with other cars, consumers are normally forced to choose between the budget version and the top-of-the-line version. The budget versions are priced at sub $1 million. They are serviceable as a daily driver, but normally would lack the typical conveniences of a passenger vehicle. On the other hand, the top-of-the-line variants would give the same grip of the low-priced variants, plus the convenience features that make daily driving enjoyable. However, they are normally priced beyond budget range. Again, JAC tries to marry these two considerations of consumers by offering the JAC T8 at a price point that will really make you forget normal.
Before the formal launch of the JAC T8, JAC Motors Philippines brought select members of media to Hefei, China to check out the T8 and test the mid-size pickup on high-speed test tracks. And before bringing in the T8 to the Philippines, JAC Motors also had units tested in local conditions. This included participating in the Rally of Champions organized by MP Turbo. The JAC T8 unit was featured in the Rally of Champions with local and international race drivers competing to see who can get around the dirt course fastest on board the JAC T8. During the online launch, streamed on JAC Motors' official Facebook page, members of the media and the race car drivers talked about their first impressions of the T8 and their experience riding and driving it. Ron De Los Reyes of Auto Review was among those whom JAC Motors brought to China.
I noticed from a distance that it was a massive vehicle. The stance is very good, and it looks like a tough vehicle to drive. This is a big vehicle, and yet when you drive it on that kind of track, it was still in balance. It had a very good balance on the track, and I felt that on the driver's point of view, it was comfortable and convenient, especially with all the convenience features it has on the instrument panel, especially with the big screen. Okay, and when you're backing up, it has reverse cameras, So for a long vehicle like a pickup, the reverse camera setup and monitor are very useful.
Also among the first motoring journalists to see and experience riding or driving the JAC T8 is Red Santiago of Visor.
The interior, was surprised when I saw it because I really like the materials used. The build quality is good. There are a lot of features. It's pretty much loaded. I must say that I'm really impressed. I was surprised with the performance of the JAC T8 because there's a lot of power available even at the low range of the revs. And then when you push it, it happily revs up way up to the red line. And the drive is really good. I really liked it. It felt stable. There's enough power, enough braking power as well. And basically, it's an enjoyable drive.
Back home, local grassroots and serious racers also got their first look at the T8 at legs of MP Turbo's Rally of Champions event. And the T8 apparently impressed everyone who competed in the JAC's new pickup. Among them were the Antons, Father Carlos, and son Inigo.
A head turner, we kind of like saw it and like, that looks different, right? It's got that impressive grille in front, which, I've always liked the big grille in the front. The lights look very up to date and modern, and the stance of the pickup was very nice. Actually, the impressions got better when I drove it because it already looked good. Now it just has to feel good, and that's the first feeling it gave me when I drove it. It felt pretty solid. It felt like it had a lot of power, and it was doing great.
Of course, it was a new brand for me, so I didn't really know what to expect. But after driving it the first time, it just felt like other pickups, and it felt really good. So I was really surprised, and I was really happy that it was felt good, and it felt as good as the other brands.
The JAC T8, used at the Rally of Champions, got a pounding with drivers alternating taking it to the limit on the dirt track from morning till night. But it held up, according to those who were there.
Ang surprising dun is kung ano yung power niya in the morning. Siyempre, of course, in the afternoon, sa tagal na tilikan ng araw, that was Feb o so mainit yan di ba? So, nag-expect kami na medyo mag-lose daw ng konti ang power, or baka mag-drag ng konti ang clutch, and so on. Pero hindi up to late night. Tumatakbo kami, up to 8 PM yata, wala nangyari. At saka hindi yun yung easy driving It was a race, so palit-palit lang ng driver. So yeah, it did surprise us.
Mike Potenciano, the man behind MP Turbo, was specially impressed by the T8's performance.
First leg, it was like a special class for the JAC T8 pickup. It showed that there was nothing wrong. All our problems or our thought of apprehensions were laid to rest. And then we approached you again for the next leg to be the official Rally of Champions vehicle, which means that it is in the premier class. And that premier class would be this vehicle, the T8, would be subjected to more rigorous driving conditions. And luckily, again, it lasted the whole day, no problem.
During the online launch, Brian Badilla, JAC Marketing Director, touted what made the JAC T8 stand out in a crowded pickup market. The T8 comes in two variants, the Luxury and the Ultimate. Both sports a 2.0 turbocharged diesel engine, partnered with a 6-speed manual transmission, which puts out 136 horsepower and 320 Newton-meters of torque. Both featured front-independent double wishbone and spiral springs and rear leaf spring suspension. The Ultimate variant comes with disc brakes on all 4 wheels, while the luxury features drum brakes in the rear. Padilla reveals that it is the ultimate variant that will set the T8 apart from the competition.
The JAC T8 is engineered to go beyond, given that you will have all the latest high-technology safety features you'd need that you won't find elsewhere. It has the usual ABS plus EBD that most of the competition already has, but it is the only one that has these crazy safety features. Hill start assist control, hydraulic brake assist, traction control system, vehicle dynamics control, electronic stability control, tire pressure monitoring system, dual front airbags, and a 360-degree view camera. It has an 8-inch touchscreen multimedia with Bluetooth connectivity. It has comfortable, luxurious brown leather seats. And at the same time, it has a multi-function steering wheel and so much more. The JAC T8 is your partner for the long haul. JAC as a company has over 55 years of experience building heavy-duty commercial vehicles. JAC has been known to be building quality and durable heavy-duty commercial vehicles, and that's the same technology that we are bringing into the T8.
During the launch, JAC Motors revealed the suggested retail prices for the T8 Luxury, 928,000 pesos, and the T8 Ultimate, 998,000 pesos. At these prices, those who have gotten to see the T8 up close and personal and experienced riding it and driving it unanimously agree that JAC's new pickup will fare well against the competition.
With the price, definitely it's way ahead of the competition. I just hope more people give it a chance and they can see the performance and how reliable it is. And you know, I think once we get over that hurdle, sales are just gonna pick up for sure.
And I think the T8 with its styling, good performance, great road manners, and the features that it has, and most importantly, the pricing of it, I think it will eat up a part of the pickup market in the country.
The sub-million pickup segment just got more interesting with the arrival of the JAC T8. This is great for those looking for workhorses that can also be a great daily driver or a weekend leisure ride.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we now have our second car review this week. The car cognoscenti know what AMG stands for in Mercedes-Benz automobiles. For those who still don't, it refers to Aufrecht, Melcha, and Grosses Spa, the division of Mercedes-Benz that produces performance vehicles. It also means engines tweaked for more power, more sporty styling, and suspension tuned more for performance driving. Let's check out what the AMG does for the Mercedes-Benz E200 AMG. As many have been saying, if you like driving a Benz more than being driven in one, get those with AMG attached to its name. Mercedes-Benz Philippines offers AMG versions for much of its local product lineup. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we'll talk about shock absorbers. So this is your vehicle shock absorber. As the name implies, it absorbs the shock of the bad roads that we have here in the Philippines. Now, old-timers will ask you, and then, ano ba yung shock mo? Fluid o gas? O wala nang fluid shock ngayon. They're all gas shocks. But here's the thing. Inside here is both gas and fluid. It's called gas shock because up here there is pressurized nitrogen gas here, but the shock absorption is still done by oil. It's still a fluid. It's just that the old shocks don't have any pressurized gas, and it's just fluid. So now it's both gas and fluid. All shocks right now are like that. As you can imagine, this thing goes up and down to absorb the shock. This is actually called a McPherson strut, named after the guy who invented it. So what that simply means is that there is a baso here where the spring sits. This bolts on to the axle and the hub, and this bolts to the chassis. So the big question is, how do you know if sira na yung shocks mo? The easiest, fastest, and most sure way to find out, you have to take the shock out of the car to be able to tell if it's busted or not. So here we have two shocks. One is new, one is old. This one is busted, and I'll show you why. As you can see, it don't go up no more. Effectively, this thing is not absorbing any shock at all. And we compare it to a new shock. As you can see, it has to go up on its own, and it has to go up pretty fast. If it doesn't go up this fast, it's also busted, or dead, or dying. New, old, dead, alive. You may have heard the old school advice also. You make kalog-kalog the car to see if the shocks are okay. That is also not true, and I'll show you why. We have several cars here to demonstrate. The old school wisdom is, if it does that the shock is okay. No, not necessarily. Because what you're doing is just pushing down on the spring and it just goes up. What makes the shock goes up is actually the spring. Then we have here another car. It doesn't go up or down. So what does that mean? The shock is busted? No, it's not. BMs are really like that. That's why the handling is good. Here we have a Fortuner. It bounces a lot more than the Ford Explorer. But is the shock dead? No, it's not. It's just really like that. So that method doesn't really work. You cannot be certain if your suspension is good or bad just by doing the bounce test. No, because every car behaves differently when you bounce it. So the only real way to know if your shock is good or bad is to have it taken out and then do the press test, what I just did. Ano magandang bilhin na shock? You can always buy OEM. You can go to the casa, buy whatever that they're selling, and then call it a day. It is, after all, the same spec as what you have. If you're looking for something cheaper, get one of these, KYB XLG. This is pretty much the same spec as the original shock, but of course at a cheaper price. And chances are, if you have a Japanese car, KYB has an application for it. So this is a front shock. This is a rear shock. This, I believe, is for a Honda Jazz. This, I believe, is for a Lancer. If you want to step up from something better, KYB also has this. It's called a new SR Special. It looks exactly the same as the shock that's going to be taken out. The big difference is what's inside here. This one will actually give a better ride than what you have because, like I said, it's a shock absorber. It's better at absorbing the shock. And there are things that make it slightly better. A bigger and fatter shaft than the original one. The piston inside here is also better, than the valving is also slightly different. And this one is built to take lowering springs if your ride is lowered. Because if you put lowering springs on a OEM shock, chances are in less than a year, your shock ain't gonna work no more as well. So might as well get a set of these. And for German cars, there's only one go-to brand. It's Bilstein. That's it. So there, hopefully, you have now a better understanding of what your vehicle's shock absorbers does and how to spot if it's busted.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made much easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Automobile Electronic Magazine informative and entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. And in behalf of my dad Butch and my brother Wee, this has been your host for this week, Susie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.